Hey everyone, Robert over at Bloomington Acura Subaru here in Bloomington, Minnesota. We're doing another video inside this 2023 Subaru Ascent Limited. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 car settings that I think you should take a look at when you get your 2023 Subaru Ascent. Let's get started. Alrighty guys, so here's my top 5 things that I typically change or adjust in a Subaru, especially in the new Ascent, that I think are really handy that you may not get to see when you are picking up your new car. So we're going to go to settings, and like I said, these are going to be under the car settings. So the first one here, if you go to eyesight, you can see there's quite a few different things on here. The ones, or there's actually 2 in this page that I think are good to adjust. So if you go to lane departure, you can adjust the lane departure function. So right now it's set to warning buzzer only. Now, let me turn these off right here. So warning buzzer only, you can see that's what our screen looks like. If I set this to lane departure prevention function only or all functions, you can see the screen actually changes. So we now have the car with the little white lines next to it. Now, for driving in Minneapolis, St. Paul, I don't really use the lane assist too much just because there's a lot of traffic, a lot of cars. So I personally like the warning buzzer only. But if you are someone who uses this all the time, it's definitely super handy to turn it to all functions or the lane departure prevention function only if you want that lane assist without having to use the lane centering with your adaptive cruise control. So that's setting number 1. Now the next one here is select drive on left or drive on right. So when you are driving your vehicle and you have your adaptive cruise control on, sometimes you may notice if you're in the right lane that if there's an exit lane coming up, that the car may kind of start to veer off with that exit because it's following on the right side. So depending on how you like to drive, you can have it select to drive on the right side or the left side. So this is a super handy feature a lot of people don't realize or don't even know about, that I think is definitely something you should adjust. For me personally, I like it on the left side of the lane because I don't like it automatically trying to veer me off on an exit and then having to recorrect afterwards. So that's setting number 2. Now, the next one here, if you go to keyless entry system, driver door unlock. So right now this is on driver door only. For those of you with families or more than one person getting in the car most of the time, I would highly suggest changing driver door unlock to all. What that means is when you grab your door handle, it's going to unlock all 4 doors instead of just the driver door. So if it's on driver door only, you get in the car and then you have to hit unlock to let your spouse, your kids, your friends, you have to let them in the car. Now, one trick around the driver door only, if you do have it set like this, if you grab the passenger door handle, and keep in mind you have to have keyless access for this, if you grab the passenger handle, it will unlock all 4 doors automatically. But I personally like leaving it on all. For both me and my fiance's car, we have this set to all, because even though, most time it's just us, when we do have each other in the car, it's really nice to not have to be waiting outside in the cold or in the heat for them to unlock the door. So that is setting number 3 that I adjust. Now the next ones, let me exit out of here. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go to the power rear gate. So power rear gate, if I click here, power rear gate memory. So for those of you who are familiar with your power tailgate, you can save the height. So if you park in a low garage at home or at work that the trunk is going to hit, you can actually set it to only open a certain amount, or if you unclick it, it will open all the way. So power rear gate memory, definitely something you should adjust. Just give that a click, open your trunk to the height you want to save it at, and then you would push and hold the close trunk button. Now if I click the little information dot here, remember it's previously registered gate height setting. When activated, you can save it to a registered height. So with your different users and all that kind of stuff, super, super handy. So that's setting number 4. Now the last setting here, this is not something a ton of people use. I think is super handy. It's kind of, let me see if there's a better way. Nope. So it's kind of hiding at the top here. Auto vehicle hold. This one I think is very underrated. So if you see here, we have this AVH. There's this little circle green light here. Now let me put my seatbelt on here. I'm going to do a live demonstration for you. So right now you can see it's flashing. If I let off the brake, we're not rolling forward. So let me zoom out here. Now if I hit the gas a little bit here, we're going to start driving. And you can see, maybe you can't see, that light is on solid green. And now if I come to a full and complete stop, you can see now it's flashing. So if I let my foot off the brake, we are not moving. So this is a really neat feature. Like I said, it's something I use in these cars all the time. Super underrated. But if you're waiting at a stop and go traffic, for example, you can rest your foot while you're in traffic. Or if you're waiting to jut out of the parking lot before going, whatever it is, just a super handy feature that I think everyone should take a look at. Now let's get back here. What's also cool, if you're in reverse, it also works for reverse. So those are my top 5 car settings I think everyone should change in their 2023 Subaru Ascent. If you think you should change something different, let me know down in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. Let me know down in the comments. It does help me out. And if you want to see something else, let me know. Thanks so much.